In today's video, I'm going to show you how to give an IM step by step on how to give an IM injection. So first, I want to start by first of all applying or using my hand glove. So it is actually a clean procedure, not a sterile procedure. I want to start by applying my hand glove to my hands, and then I'll show you something that most nurses, doctors, healthcare professionals do mistake. So you see this syringe. So what you want to do here is you will not want to open from here, from the top here. Okay, from the tip of the syringe, you want to open from this bottom here. You want to open like this, not like this, not from this place, or you will not want to open it this way. So once you do something like this, you are already contaminating this mouth. So once you have opened from the bottom here, what you need to do is to use this and just go direct. Okay, now once you have gone direct, the ample bottle you may want to use, you apply carefulness to it in order to ensure that you are not going to cause harm to your own self or to the patient. Now, once you have already aspirated the medication to the syringe, you try your best. Let me show you. Now, you try your best to expel the air. Can you see air trapped in? So you try your best to expel it this way so that the air will go out, not this way. If you do it like this, you are already sending, watch, you are already pushing out the medication. So you do it like this, you can see the air coming out. So what can this air cause? This air can cause air embolism on the vein, okay, on the vein or inside the heart vein of the patient. This air can cause an embolism, and from there it could result to stroke. There are several causes or factors that could result to stroke, and air embolism is one of them. So air embolism means, let's assume this is the vein. So in front of the vein is the blood, in the middle of the vein is air, is free, and behind that vein is blood. That is an air embolism, which means shortage of blood, which means the whole blood are not going parallel in one line as it should. So when you want to administer this, make sure that this needle, the needle used to be like this, okay, it used to go like this. So make sure you are going direct this way. Now watch me. You see the way I'm holding this, it is wrong. I need to turn it this way. You see, watch. That's the tip of this needle is facing direct, which means it's at the bottom of this same syringe. If I watch me, this tip, I'm going to turn it upside down. You see, I've turned it upside down. So which means this tip right now is upside down. So if I'm going this way, I am going to injure that patient. You will injure that patient. So you need to make it to slant because it's going to pass through muscle fibers. So the muscle fibers are like this. Let me show you something. Hold on quickly. Let me show you something. So the muscle fibers are like this. Okay, this is the buttocks. So the muscle fibers are like this. Okay.
I'm coming on.
All right. So when you want to administer that medication, what you have to do is to pass through with the way this syringe is. You have to pass through in between this muscle fiber, in the middle of it, after you must have done your cross line, so that you will not go and affect or harm the fiber. Once you harm the fiber, that is when the person begins to feel pains each time someone has administered an injection to them. I hope you understand. I'll see you in the next one.